How's it going, everybody? It is July. Hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and welcome back to another Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle versus Pain over here in the RU tiers. So if you do enjoy these every single day, make sure to hit that like button on the video, and the team I'm using is in the description if you do want to try it out. I made it myself because it has sticky webs. This is why sticky webs is the best. So I am going to lead off with Galvantula. Get the Thunder off because he has that Magic Bounce and Espeon, and I had a feeling he might want to go into that, maybe try and get a 30% chance to pair it, but unfortunately that is not the case. He switches out into Ampharos, maybe thinking I'd Thunder again, but I just go for Bug Buzz because Bug Buzz knocks out Espeon, so yeah. I guess he didn't want to stay in and lose the Espeon, which is smart because I could just Sticky Web afterwards. So if you do want to Wi-Fi battle me, my Discord is in the description. That's where I get my Wi-Fi battles from. And you can message me, or you can battle other people there, whatever you really desire. So I get my webs up versus the Mega Ampharos. Luckily he didn't go back into Espeon predicting that, and he just Volt Switches on out. In comes the Gudra. I just get some damage on this Gudra as well. Might as well. I get a nice crit, and you know, just get some chip on there. Put it in range maybe for Arcanine's close combat, or maybe even Beware's SD. If I want to, or I just want a double edge. So he actually switches out Gudra, which is pretty nice. I had a feeling he would because he has Cofagrigus, and Cofagrigus can take my normal and fighting moves because it is immune to it. So I do have Shadow Claw, and Cofagrigus will take super effective damage from that. I am Jolly Nature though, not Adamant, so it does take that pretty nicely. And it does give me Mummy, which gets rid of my Fluffy. Mummy is a pretty cool ability too. I want to see some more cool abilities like that in Sword and Shield. And he does get the Wisp off, so I was kind of thinking of Swords Dancing instead of Shadow Clawing because he might have not had Will-O-Wisp, but just an odd chance he missed Will-O-Wisp. I wanted to just Shadow Claw and just go for it because I know most Cofagrigus do have Pain Split, and he goes for it right there, but I do have a shot to critical hit him, so I'm just going to Swords Dance all the way up, and Shadow Claw does have a high crit ratio, so I'm just going to try that, but he throws off the Iron Defense because I could have actually maybe knocked him out if he didn't Iron Defense right there. So he was able to take Shadow Claw pretty nicely, and I do take a lot of Rocky Helmets right there, but the Beware has the Pinch Berry, and we get back a lot of HP from that. So I like the Pinch Berry on Beware. Sometimes I feel like I should probably put something else like Z-Move, but we have Z-Move on Hoopa, so Hoopa utilizes that really, really well. So maybe something else on Beware, I'm not too sure. Maybe like a Lumberry. It could definitely help for this burn. But I feel like with Double Edge, sometimes you might need that chip HP to just get you back to full. So luckily I do get a critical hit right there. I just kept going for it because I was like, why not? Beware's burns, and I actually live on 1 HP too after the burn damage, which is pretty cool. In comes Espeon. I am able to outspeed this since it's not Choice Scarf and Stick Webs are up, so down it goes. I'm glad he brought an Espeon because I'm able to Drain Punch and knock it out since I'm at +6. You know, burn is basically just minusing 2 from that. So basically I'm at +4, technically. And yeah, that'll definitely knock out Espeon from the range set. And comes Melodic. I just go for Double Edge. I don't want to go for Drain Punch, and it goes for Haze or something like that. So I just go for Double Edge and might as well just knock it out because, you know, let my other Pokemon do something, at least. Bring a Mega Ampharos as I wanted to maybe throw off a Dragon Pulse, but Gudra does have insanely high special defense, so it's definitely going to live my modest Dragon Pulse. Maybe if I had Draco Meteor, if only Mega Ampharos learned Draco Meteor, then I would probably one-shot a Gudra. That would be dope if Mega Ampharos learned Draco Meteor. I don't know if it would be used over Dragon Pulse, probably, because you don't want to lower your special attack, but if you run an agility set like me, you probably want Dragon Pulse over Draco Meteor, because this is actually an agility Mega Ampharos, because believe it or not, you kind of sometimes need that, even with Sticky Webs, so they can come in handy, you never know. And plus, I don't really know what else to put as my 4th move slot. So, yeah. I go into Hoopa, knock out the Gudra with Psy Shock, and in comes for Alligator. I got Ghost DMZ. It's going to easily one-shot for Alligator. For Alligator could be a potential threat for sure versus my team too if it Dragon Dances or Swords Dances, because it could have Aqua Jet, so I got to be careful with that. I think when I was making this team, what was I thinking about? I think I was trying to find ways so I don't get destroyed by Gliscod. I remember I used this on a Showdown Live, and I was like, okay, we have Arcanine as a switch into First Impression, we have Beware as a switch into First Impression. Hoopa is really weak to that, so that's why I feel like most offensive teams are really weak to Gliscod, or however you say it, Gliscod. So That's why I wanted some things that could take care of it, and Beware and Arcanine can kind of do that with Intimidate and with Fluffy. So yeah, because I was thinking just putting like Honchkrow on here, stuff like that. And Ampharos can Thunderbolt it. You know, Roserade can Sludge Bomb, and it has Focus Sash as well, so. Because Goliath Spot is always the threat, I feel like. So that's going to be a GG versus Pain. Hoopa just kind of finishes it off with Shadow Balls. So yeah, good job, Hoopa. So next up we got versus Chris. Looking at his team, it's going to be a little annoying because he has 3 Rapid Spinners, which is not too bad since I do have a Rapid Spin blocker, which is Hoopa, but he definitely has a way to just one-shot it with Knockoff, with Serena Knockoff, Donphan Knockoff, and Dark Pulse Blastoise. So if he predicts that, he could easily just get rid of my Rapid Spin blocker and then maybe Rapid Spin on the following turn, but maybe I'll just switch into something that can knock them out, which I'm going to try and do, because Ghost Team will clap Donphan, clap Serena, and clap Mega Blastoise if I can bring it in. But if they have multiple like Scarf users, that could be bad too. Like, I don't know, Serena could be Scarf and knock off and outspeed my Hoopa. Either way, I lead off with Galvantula. I just go for Sticky Webs, and I'm just going to go for Thunder because I want Sticky Webs up 100%. Because looking at his team, everything is not going to be appreciating it because everything is grounded. So, drop a Thunder. Luckily, he didn't have Bullet Punch. Looking at it, he's probably no guard, so I doubt he has Bullet Punch. So, yeah. But he does have Bullet Punch. And he throws it off right there. I'm like, huh? Why didn't you just go for that on my Galvantula? Okay, whatever. He just took unnecessary damage, so that was weird. I get a nice Sludge Bomb off, and I just go for Spike Up because, just in case, I need to break the Focus Sash on Galvantula and the Sturdy on Donphan so that I can one-shot it with my Ghost Team T. That's the plan. So I bring in Boy, predicting the Bullet Punch, and now I'm just going to knock out the Machamp with the Double Edge. But now this does invite in the Donphan. Now I could go for the Swords Dance, but then he could Rapid Spin, get rid of my Webs and Spike, which would suck. So I'm going to make the risky play, go into my Hoopa. And if he does knock off, that's a very, very nice play because then he can just Rapid Spin properly afterwards. I would have to try and Sleep Powder him with my Roserade if he doesn't have Ice Shard or something. But luckily he does go for Earthquake, and he doesn't go for Ice Shard. I think Ice Shard might be able to knock me out. Hoopa does have really bad defense. But I love the Earthquake, so I guess he's a pretty bulky Donphan. I feel like offensive Donphan, like max attack, would easily one-shot Hoopa. I don't know. I haven't done the calcs, but just thinking about it, like Donphan has pretty nice attack, and Hoopa just terrible defense. So I just one-shot the Donphan with the Ghost Team Z, so it's probably like max defense or something, I'm assuming. In comes Incineroar, I got Focus Blast, and I'm just going to pray that I can probably one-shot this. Incineroar, I mean, even if it doesn't, I mean, Incineroar gets close combated, Thunderbolted, I just need damage on it, really. Turns out it does live, and it's going to be weakness policy, so that's pretty cool. He gets the Flame Charge off, so now he's at whatever speed he was originally at, if Sticky Webs are not up. But, unfortunately for him, Mega Ampharos is just going to come out, and I'm just going to be able to destroy him with Thunderbolt. I was kind of banking on him being, like, not a lot of speed, so yeah, I just got that right there, so that's pretty good. He could have been a max speed, though. Like, I think Incineroar, if it's at him, maybe he could even outspeed Mega Ampharos. So, yeah, I probably should have brought an Arcanine. Either way, in comes Galvantula. Oh yeah, I remember now. I wanted to keep Mega Blastoise out. I was scared of Mega Blastoise. So I was like, I think Ampharos lives anything, so I just stayed in. Even at +2. Maybe. If he had Power Chip, I'd probably get knocked out. So, he brought in Galvantula, gets the Webs up, and I knock him out easily, because, you know, Mega Ampharos Modest is not something to mess around with. He does actually, I think, have Choice Scarf Serena, I'm pretty sure. Like, if he wasn't, he wouldn't be able to outspeed me. And hits me with a crit high jump kick. And unfortunately, Serena is bulky enough to live with Dragon Pulse. So he's able to knock out Mega Ampharos right there. I was kind of hoping Mega Ampharos can clean it up, but I think I go down to 2 high jump kicks regardless of the critical hits, so it doesn't really matter. But I guess Arcanine can clean it up because Arcanine can demolish Serena. If he wants to stay in, he won't knock me out with high jump kick, but he actually pulls a switch into Blastoise, so that's exactly what I needed because with the amazing damage I'll get with this Flare Blitz, because my Arcanine is Adamant Life Orb, Wild Charge will knock it out the following turn. And since, you know, he got caught in the Sticky Webs, I'll definitely be faster. He did get his Webs up, but it does not matter because I have my Webs up on his side of the field as well. So, yeah, that's going to be it because Serena can't just one-shot everything on my team. Maybe if it got critical hits, but I don't think so. And plus Serena Roserade outspeeds Serena regardless. So, even if it's Scarf, like, we both get hit by the webs. Right? No, actually Serena outspeeds Roserade. Because I get hit by the webs too. So, yeah. Anyways, it doesn't matter because Beware comes out and Beware is able to just, like, you know, live anything with Fluffy. Fluffy, raising your defense unless you are fire type attack. So, I think it's like double defense. So, yeah, that's going to be a GG. And we have 2 more games for you. GG to Chris. Next up, you guys versus Nene, and looking at their team, pretty similar to, like, the combination of the 2 teams I played against with Serena and Gudra. This time we got opposing Arcanine and opposing Sticky Webs with Araquanid, just like the other guy, but he didn't get hit up early enough versus me. And he does have the Rapid Spinner, so no defog, so that's pretty nice. I like that there's barely any defog, because they can just easily defog. But I try to stop them from, you know, defogging and stuff like that with this team, because it's just so much pressure. So I lead off Galvantula. He leads off with Araquanid. It does have a very small shot to knock out Araquanid, unless he's running a lot of HP or a lot of special defense, but I get critical hit because we're at level 50. Does have like a very, very minuscule shot to knock him out, but if he was level 100, he has a 100% shot of living, unless I was Life Orb. So that's really unfortunate I crit him right there, because he could have got like a Liquidation off, break my Focus Sash, or maybe even get Sticky Webs up, like anything really. He didn't match code because that would have went first, so that would have been great if he match coded because I thundered. So he brings in Gudra. I just go for Bug Buzz and Sticky Webs, and yeah, he brought in Jolteon afterwards, which I was surprised about. I did not expect that, because I thought he would just stay in. Maybe he just wanted to keep Gudra healthy, because maybe he thought that it would be good versus my team, which it is, it definitely is. I have a lot of special attackers, Hoopa, but Hoopa can Side Shock, and Arcanine, I just bring that guy in. I'm just going to try and weaken the Gudra, to be honest. So luckily the Jolteon is Life Orb, it knocks itself out by a sliver of its HP left that it had after I go for another Bug Buzz. So that's awesome. It got caught in the Stick Web, so that's why I was faster. And I get a critical hit on the Gudra, which, like, Jesus Christ, it's a crit fest over here. He just cannot catch a break. Pokemon is just like took him down and dirty in the ditch. So that sucks for him. And I mean, he could have knocked out my Arcanine and probably lived a close combat. I don't think Gudra goes down. Maybe it does. I don't know. I should count that. Adamant, Life Orb, close combat. I don't think it does because I'm not stabbed. So I think Gudra will live. And plus, you don't know his HP stat as well. So he brings an Arcanine. I just go for another CC, knocks me out because I want to get as much damage as possible. And looking at it, Hoopa just kind of cleans up with Shadow Ball and goes TMZ. Like, there's not much else he can do. Once, like, everything is done and settled within the first Sticky Web turns, and maybe you lose a Pokemon here and there, Hoopa just comes in and just kind of cleans up. It always is risky, though, to bring it in on a Rapid Spinner, because those guys can just predict you and just go for the knockoff or the Dark type move, and Hoopa's gone. So gotta be careful of that, but then at the same time, you don't want the Sticky Webs to be gone, so yeah, it's a tough decision. Anyways, in comes Serena. Goes TMZ, down goes Iris Hearts. If that was Scarf, that would have been nice to dice, get a knockoff on me, but I mean, I'll just go into Beware and SD and destroy him. So I go for Focus Blast because might as well. Nothing else really to do versus Umbreon, since I can just sack the Hoopa and then bring in Beware and Drain Punch. Could have brought in Beware, but I mean, it doesn't matter, because maybe I get a crit Focus Blast and knocks it out, or maybe he doesn't foul play and he goes for, like, I don't know, a Curse or something. You never know, because I did run into the Umbreon with Curse and Yu versus LaFleur, if you saw that Blissey's the movie video. So that's going to be GG versus Nene. So quick games with the Sticky Webs team. I like quick games, and you gotta love Sticky Webs. So next up we got versus Eduardo. Looking at his team, we got Trick Room. It's a very cool Trick Room team with the lead potential Lycanroc, maybe Custap, Berry Fortress as well. So Alolan Exeggutor, I got like barely any switching for. I got to be careful of that. And yeah, he's definitely gonna get Hazards up with his Lycanroc, since I'm pretty sure it's a lead. Looking at his team, it could be Z move though, but I mean, it makes more sense if like Exeggutor was Z move or Wishy-Washy maybe. Or maybe Wishy-Washy could be Life Orb or Specs. I use Specs if I use like Wishy-Washy most of the time. So yeah, Rapid Spin Fortress, so that's not too threatening for Hoopa unless it has Gyro Ball. And the Trick Roomers are just Grumpig, Bayonets, and Exeggutor, so if I can stop that, I can win. Which, we'll see. So I think I just lead off with Galvantula and Thunder, his Lycanroc. because I could get a 30% chance to pair him. Most likely the rocks just have like Taunt, Endeavor, Cell Rock, and Stealth Rocks as lead choices. They could vary though from Cell Rock to Stone Edge or something else. So get a Thunder off. I'm actually faster. I didn't expect that. So maybe it's Adamant, Lycan Rock, or maybe it's just like, I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of. Maybe he's a defensive lead Lycan Rock. I feel like he'd want to be max speed though, just because this Lycan Rock would be able to maybe outspeed a Frostlass randomly in RU or something. But he gets the Cell Rock off. I don't know if that's adamant damage. I mean, I took it, and it didn't bring me down to my focus dash. I mean, Lycan Rock doesn't have Tough Claws, the regular one at least. I mean, Lycan Rock Midnight. I mean, not Midnight. Dawn. Is it Dusk? No, Dusk Lycan Rock. That's what it is. It is in the RU tier, so you could have used that. Maybe just didn't have it. But in comes Mega Bayonet, the Zipper, and I just go for Thunder. It lives, and it gets a Trick Room off. So that's kind of scary, because I don't have two good switches to Mega Bayonet. So I'm like, okay, I love Mega Ampharos in this battle, but I got to bring it in, because it's like probably the only thing that can take a hit from Mega Bayonets. And everything else is pretty important for like his team. And if he does have Destiny Bond, you know, it's a double downer, but it's worth the cost. Because otherwise, Mega Bayonet is just going to destroy my team if it has the right coverage moves. But he actually goes for Curse, so I didn't expect that at all. Curse is my Mega Ampharos, inflicting me with that. Afflicting. And in comes the Timber, a Alolan Exeggutor. He's able to knock me out Dragon Hammer. I didn't expect that too, because I thought he would be a special attacking Alolan Exeggutor with like Flamethrower, Draco Meteor, Leaf Storm, but he's physical, so that's pretty good because I can intimidate him. Unfortunately though, he is packing Earthquake, and he is going to do a lot of damage, bring me down to where Recoil will knock me out after I go for Flare Blitz. I wanted to go for Flare Blitz because I need as much damage on this as possible. So next turn I really messed up because I was not paying attention to the Trick Room turns. I just clicked before I even like saw Trick Room ended. So I should have went Hoopa here, but I thought Trick Room was still up. So I went Beware. I probably should have Swords Dance too because I went for Double Edge. I was really scared of him having like Fire Blast or Flamethrower on his Exeggutor for some reason, even though he showed Earthquake and Dragon Hammer. And I was just like really herping at that. This is what really changed the tide for him. Especially because Grumpig lives a Double Edge. Maybe if I was Adamant, one shot for sure. But I was Jolly, so Grumpig lives that, gets its Citrus Berry, gets to Trick Room off. And yeah, that's really bad for me because now it can one-shot me with Psychic, and then Wishy-Washy might be able to one-shot all my Pokemon after Rock's damage on Roserade. So I go to Hoopa. Hoopa's able to live anything unless Grumpig has Shadow Ball. I don't know if it can knock me out. I mean, it is 4 times weak, but Hoopa has really good special defense. But it doesn't have Shadow Ball, so that's really awesome. Usually I think Grumpig would have like Trick Room, Psychic, Focus Blast, and something else. Maybe like Taunt. I think it learns Taunt. Maybe something else. I don't know. Calm Mind. Either way, in comes Wishy-Washy. I probably should have predicted him to go for a Water move. Obviously, because, you know, what else are you going to do? So I should go to Roserade, waste a Trick Room turn, because I think there's only 2 Trick Room turns left. But I think I was really banking on Roserade living a Sleep Powder. And I didn't want Hoopa to be the one to Versic Fortress, because Fortress could just Gyro Ball and knock me out, and I can't break it sturdy. So that's what I was really scared about. So I was banking on Roserade just living in an Ice Beam if he did have that, or him being like, I don't know, locked into something. Unfortunately though, Ice Beam is able to knock out Roserade, so that sucks. And I guess it was just like Water Beam Z Hydro Pump. That's the able to knock out Hoopa too. So I really messed up. I should have just went Hoopa on the Alolan Exeggutor, Shadow Balled. He would have brought in like, I don't know, Grumpig, Wishy-Washy. Probably not Grumpig because I will just Shadow Ball and knock it out. Or maybe if it doesn't knock it out, I would Ghost DMZ. Wishy-Washy came out, I would definitely Ghost DMZ that, and Fortress came out, I definitely Shadow Ball that for sure. So yeah, and I probably should have Swords Dance with Beware, because if I Swords Dance and I lived anything with Alolan Exeggutor, because it was intimidated, it probably didn't have a Fire move. Like it would probably have like Grass, Dragon, and Earthquake, and then Trick Room. So I really just like herped her. But oh well. It's good to lose here and there because I've been winning too much, honestly. I need some losses, so I'm happy about that. GG to Eduardo, and that is going to be it for the Ultra Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, do your thing. And if you do want a Wi-Fi battle me, Discord is in the description, and you can message me or you add to me, whatever. You can battle other people and talk there. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, peace.